At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Different people have different needs, so Delta Dental of Iowa has affordable dental and vision coverage that meets you where you are. Small business on a budget? We have options with no employer costs. Traditional Medicare plans don't cover dental, but we do. And if you can't get benefits at work, you can buy direct from us. Plus, we give back to local communities, so you help make an impact. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, for your community.
It is a Chamber of Commerce Day in Ames, Iowa. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lead Recreational Fields on the campus of Iowa State University in Ames, Iowa, the new home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside Austin Oliver, I'm Andy Pollock, and in just a moment we'll have a state semifinal matchup in Class 1A between Denver and Hudson, a couple North Iowa Cedar League foes that have played each other already twice this year. Austin Oliver, this could be fun today. It's tough to beat a team 3 times. We're going to have a chance to see if Denver can do it today.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. These teams met up on January, February, March, April 3rd. Second game of the year was a 3-0 win by Denver, and then they met up in the 1st of May, and it was a 0-2 win or a 2-0 win for Denver in that situation as well. So they notched off one goal in that second meeting, but the only goals that the keeper from Hudson has given up Lauren Series have been against the Denver Cyclones. I think she gave up a couple maybe on Tuesday for the tournaments. But, the road to the championships here is Hudson coming in with a 19-2 record. They defeated Des Moines Christian in the quarterfinals 5-2. That's the 2 goals I was speaking of. They came kind of in garbage time there. Ainsley Trunk with 2 goals and Lauren Series with 15 saves in that game. And then we have Denver Cyclones coming in with a 20-0-1 record, just a single tie on the year. They defeated Underwood in the quarterfinals 5-3. Kenzie Snyder with 2 goals and Kira Gerke with 2 assists. So it's going to be a good tilt today.
Let's head on out and catch our starting lineups on this sun-drenched Thursday morning.
The assistant coaches are Ben Smiley and Sue Rake.
Yeah, and then move it to the other side.
Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Denver. Number 2, Addison Rowe. Number 3, Jules Neubauer. Number 5, Caroline Becker. Number 7, Hazel Holswood. Number 12, Emily Muller. Number 13, Mackenzie Simmons. Number 15, Grace Mullahan. Number 19, Kenna Rothmeyer. Number 20, Sydney Krabenhoff. Number 21, Alexis Milder. Number 22, Aubrey Juergens. Number 23, Nancy Vanderwall. Number 25, Evie Skaya. Number 26, Seraphy Osterly. Number 24, Elise Ricketts. Number 27, Maddie Johnson.
1A, 2A.
Also, Adina Mutch.
No, I'm just pushing 2A.
The assistant coaches, Kane Engel, Marissa Lopez, Sandy Gorky, and Emma Hennessy. Now let's meet the starters for both teams. First for Hudson. Number 0, Lauren Series. Number 1, Gia Baldovizeo. Number 2, Taylor Junker. Number 3, Taylor Davis. Number 7, Amelia Klink. Number 8, Avery Euban. Number 9, Zoe Austin. Number 13, Ainsley Trump. Number 14, Siri Olsen. Number 16, Callie Stickford. Number 17, Madison Willen. The head coach is Ashley Smiley. Now let's make the starters for Denver. Number 0, Adina Mertz. Number 4, Addison Shepard. Number 6, Mackenzie McEwen. Number 8, Kiara Gerke. Number 9, Alyssa Herberts. Number 10, Elaine Akers. Number 11, Bailey Monahan. Number 14, Anna Miller. Number 16, Maya Rosecrans. Number 17, Kenzie Snyder. Number 18, Miranda Byrne. And the head coach is Derek Krebsbach. Ladies and gentlemen, officials for this afternoon's contest. Your referee, Noah Brenny. Your AR1, Alec Clark. Your AR2, Brandon Jolly. And your fourth official, Jared Nelson. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please join us and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
You're watching the 2025 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau as sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. And what a difference 48 hours makes, Austin. Tuesday, as we sat out here bundled up, rain blowing sideways, trying to keep our equipment dry, trying to keep ourselves dry, although we failed miserably at that as we watched both these teams come away with that first round win. Today it is absolutely gorgeous. You had a chance to walk around the field a little bit before the game. They have really got these fields in incredible shape considering what they just went through 48 hours ago.
Absolutely. A ton of games there. They held up well under the rain that we had over the course of Tuesday. And, there's some little bit of divots in there, but all in all, the field is dry, which I was kind of impressed by, and looks great on the eye. But there are some divots out there. It's going to be a good spot up for everybody to be able to perform at their best here today.
The most challenging spot may be right in front of those goals where the goalkeepers kind of have a path worn out. So We'll see if any balls take bad hops there around the goal. And as we look at things right now, Denver in their maroon and gold, they will be going to the left side of your screen right now. And Hudson in the white tops and blue shorts, they will be trying to score on the right side of the screen. The right side's the north here. A little bit of a breeze out of the southeast. Don't think it will play much of a factor into today's game. And right away, teams trade a couple possessions back and forth. It'll be coming away with it there for Denver. Kira Gerke tries to send it ahead. Run out here for Gerke as they try to tap out on the side, and it's knocked out of there by Siri Olsen. A lot of physical play right in front of us, and that's a great vantage point we have. As you know, we see a lot of games throughout the course of the year from the press box, and today and on Tuesday we got to see games right away, right from down front, and see all the physicality and all the talk that goes on with the officials and amongst the coaches and players. Hudson right away, and that's their key player, Taylor Davis. Taylor, they're going to try to limit her touches today because Davis is one of the leading scorers in the entire state. In fact, she may lead the entire state. 43 goals coming into today's game.
But it's something that Denver's been well aware of coming into the game. You have the scoring on the Cyclones is spread out quite a few different individuals. Shepard coming in with 16 goals, and Harberts is the other one. Alyssa Harberts coming in with 25 goals, or some of the leading scorers. Snyder comes in with a midfielder with another 17 goals. So they've kind of got a three-headed attack, whereas the goals are a little bit more centered on Davis on the Pirates side.
Well, and it was Ainsley Trunk that had the couple goals for Hudson in that first round win over Des Moines Christian in an upset, a little bit of an upset there. These teams, like we mentioned, have played each other a couple different times throughout the course of the year. That's Davis for Hudson. She pushes it ahead, and that's going to be swept up on the back end there by Maya Rosenkrantz. Hudson flips the field. Here comes Denver. Denver on the chance as they swing things out over here on the near side to Gerke. Gerke back to the middle. Kind of get bunched up. She pushes it ahead. Back through and pass a little bit behind, and we see the first casualty of some softer fields as that was Alyssa Harberts, goes down. Back over here once again to Gerke.
I think the one thing we can see already is that the ball's not. It's definitely being weighed down with a little bit thicker grass and the damp field. So the ball's not taking a run, and they're going to have to put a little extra oomph on some of these passes to get them to go where they want.
Into the middle they go. Yeah, shot misses wide there from Harberts. As we're going to see our first goal kick coming today from Lauren Series. Lauren Series has allowed 5 goals all season long. She has been outstanding for Coach Ashley Smiley and the Hudson Pirates.
And every one of those goals came from the Cyclones as well in the 2 losses that they had.
Hudson trying to get the ball away here, taken out of there by Callie Stickford. They push it ahead. Here's Davis.
Great opportunity.
On the run out, Davis. Hard up the left side, running out of room, centers it, and just over the top of Ainsley Trunk. Tried to connect with her. Trunk runs it down, though, down in the corner. Keeps it in bounds. Denver trying to clear things as they bring it up here through Addie Shepard. Back to the middle with Harberts. On the far side, Mullert. Anna Mullert plays out here with her sister, Emily. Emily a sophomore, Anna a senior. Hudson trying to take some shape here offensively as they push it down to Davis in the corner. Davis sends it towards the goal and over the top. And that'll be a goal kick for Adina Mertz. Just a freshman goalkeeper for Denver. And the best defense they've had this year is not many shots getting shot at their freshman Adina Mertz.
Yeah, just 22 saves on the year is a crazy number. So that back line of the Cyclones has been just a golden standard for the state coming in.
Derek Krebsbach, the head coach for Denver. He's been there for 10 years, has an outstanding record. 120, 42-1 overall. Assistants, Kane Eagle, Marissa Lopez, Emma Hennessy, and Sammy Gerke. And a little family connection there as Marissa Lopez grew up in Ankeny. Her twin sister Naomi will be coaching later today as Ankeny Centennial plays in the state semifinals in Class 3A this afternoon. Denver takes it away. This is Gerke. Pushes it ahead. Shepard. Gerke trailing her. Good defense put on by Valdivieso. Cyclones take it back here with Snyder. Pushes it ahead. Can't quite connect in the middle with Shepard. Taken away. Good opportunity here for Denver to run their offense. Gerke tries to send it to the middle. Hudson takes it away. That's Valdivieso once again. Pushing it ahead, sniping in front of the backside there is Kenzie McEwen. And running up on the far side, Hudson. Taylor Junker. Works ahead, Junker looking to the middle, tries to send it ahead, connects with Davis. Davis, and as it go out of bounds, it's going to go off Davis. Good decision there made by Miranda Thurm. Actually, that's Maya Rosecrans. 18 and 16 look a lot alike from as far away as you can be on this field. Long kick put into it, controlled out of there by the Cyclones. Addie Shepard tries to connect on the far side, and it's booted out of there by the Pirates. Pirates tried to sneak one through to Willand. Willand got a lot of touches in that first round quarterfinal win. Denver sends it over here to Snyder. There's a good spot to run your offense from. They've got Shepard in the middle. Shepard works the way around, little move, connects up the middle. Denver with Snyder. Snyder trying to sneak that one through to Harberts, and there's going to be a foul. Hudson will get a free kick out of the deal.
Good little build up there from the Cyclones. You can definitely see that pinpoint passing worked out really nicely for them. That was the real first string of connected passes that we've seen so far, pretty much for either of the teams where they've had several touches. Good start for the Cyclones offensively.
Series. The ball bounces around a little bit in the middle there, back over towards Hudson, and then back over towards the Cyclones. On the far side, that's Zoe Austin. As Hudson tries to push it ahead, but you talked about it, that thick grass right now is really killing that ball. It's tough to get things connected on the grass. Is taking a little getting used to right now for both teams.
Yeah, that second and third bounce on the field is just the ball's dying. So I think that's going to be something that they're going to have to definitely take into account, and it just takes some time to get used to it. But the good thing is that both teams are dealing with it at the same time. So we're seeing these kind of like weight mistakes on how hard to hit the ball on a couple situations, but hasn't really hurt either team yet.
Long ball sent back over. Davis sneaking behind everybody. Davis out in the open field. Here's Taylor Davis, one-on-one. Davis back to the middle. Now she's got one-on-three. What a move by Davis. She can't quite connect. Here she goes back. And the first goal attempt there for Hudson, no good by Ainsley Trunk. You saw that footwork of Davis. Just an incredible athlete, just a sophomore for the Hudson Pirates.
That's kind of a routine play from her. When we called the first game in the first round, it was not uncommon for her to take on 2-3 defenders at the same time and usually get around them. So that was exactly what Denver's going to have to look at as we move forward in today's match.
We've seen her do an outstanding job of creating space on her own. It looks like she's all bottled up, and suddenly you find a lot of space between her and the defenders. They lob one over the top again. Davis with a little run. Davis in the box, over the top. Davis just over top of the goal, just missed. No foul called. That'll be a goal kick for the Cyclones. Excuse me. So much more energy out here today when everybody's not focused on staying wet or staying dry and warm. Hudson's had some opportunities here early on trying to pull this upset over top-seeded Denver. These teams know each other very well. Saw a lot of the girls talking to each other before the game. A lot play club together as well. Cedar Valley Soccer Club, so prevalent up there in Blackhawk and Bremer counties. These teams, just separated by about 20 miles down Highway 63, have made that trip several times. I'm sure you have too, Austin.
Absolutely. A couple NICL boys here calling the game today as well.
Lost a little bit down here in the corner. Not sure exactly what's going on. Your view probably on
corner kick or
just a throw in
just
there.
A throw in.
Sorry, disappear behind us here.
Yeah. Well, this is a shot we just didn't really have on Tuesday at all with all the camera equipment having to be on the field. So we're getting a little bit of a better vantage point with the cameras in a raised position today.
McEwen will take the throw in. Sends one in. Battle for the ball. Gerke. And cleared by the Pirates. Going right back towards us, but Hudson hangs on to it. Excuse me, Denver hangs on to it. Bailey Mullahan, one of the Mullahan twins. Cyclone's going to swing things around, cycle it through the backside here with Thurm. As she passes it over on the far side to Elena Akers. Hudson trying to send things through, trying to get things ahead to Taylor Davis and let her and Trunk work their magic on the offense. We saw the team speed of Hudson was on display as that shot sent towards Series. Not tested out a whole lot there from about 25 yards away.
It's now time to introduce the players in today's semifinals.
That's a boot from Series. He just flips the field on one shot.
She's got a little bit of a breeze behind her. It'll be picking up a little bit throughout the course of the day, but nothing that should affect play a ton on the field. Davis dribbles around and draws a lot of attention as the ball rolls out of bounds. That will be a throw-in.
Davis just puts a ton of pressure on those defenders there. If it's a one-on-one situation, she, gosh dang, she's going to get it almost every time and make it, draws a corner kick there now as well. So it's going to be the first set piece here for the Pirates.
Corner kicks in today's game are brought to you by Channel Seeds. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com.
It's Taylor Junker stepping up to take the corner.
Go with the left foot. Waits it towards the middle, into the wind, leaves it short. Ball up in the air right by the goal and not quite able to knock it in there. I believe that was Trunk. No, it was not. It was Willand.
Number 23, Data Dooch.
Couldn't quite connect with the ball that was up in the air. As you see across the field, that's the Denver fans that are in that aqua blue, their state shirts. Hudson out there in their white, their fans in their white T-shirts. Very loud, these fans in pregame, welcoming their ladies to the field.
Number 9, Caitlin O'Brien.
Ball taken away. Hudson sneaks one ahead. Davis down in the corner. Davis looking to get it back towards the middle. Puts one up for Trunk and just over top of the goal. Basically set it up like a corner kick is Trunk. Gets it taken away by McEwen. Gerke pushing it downfield. Now Denver on the move with Addie Shepard. Addie Shepard up the left side in a foot race with Olsen. Olsen takes it away. And now Hudson will head back the other way. A lot of running between these two teams right now as the field has gone flip back and forth. That ball pushed way ahead to Trunk, and she's not going to be able to run it down.
Number 6, Maddie LaFleur. Number 7, Jaden DeLeon. Number 9,
26 minutes gone or to go here in this first half. Scoreless between Hudson and Denver in the Farm Bureau IGHSAU State Soccer Tournament.
And number 22, Claire Jacobs. The head coach at Sioux City Bishop Wheelan is Sean Mansfield. He's assisted by Kayla Lansford.
Handball.
And
Yeah, free kick. Pretty far out here for the Pirates.
Put an opportunity to set things up and maybe put one in there for a header.
referees are Jeff Blanchard and Chad Van Cleve.
See who's taking that over on the far side.
I think that'll be one of the captains.
Is it Euban? Ball to Viezo with it now. Over here to Willand.
That was Klink.
Klink, okay.
Klink with it. She'll be taking most of those set pieces.
Ball cleared out of there as Hudson was threatening again. Keeping it up here, though. Austin keeps it in Hudson's side. Ahead, now Denver. Going to try to flip the field with Gerke. Gerke plays a little back and forth game with Shepard. And Olsen knocks it out of there right over into our equipment. Hey, I got to touch the ball. How about that?
There you go.
Good touch off my left foot.
It was.
As Denver will take the throw in right underneath us here. That'll be Kenzie McEwen. Someone will take the throw in here for Denver. There it is. Jogging over to take its Akers.
We got Claire Stickford into the game. Did you get that?
IMT insurance substitution. Cleared out of there right off the back, a ball to Viezo. And now Denver wheeling things around. They go right through the middle. And Syria takes a bad hop over Series. Talked about it earlier. That ground in front of the goalie box is very chewed up. And Series plays it off her shoulder and keeps us scoreless. Davis showed off a lot of speed. She was just operating at a different level on Tuesday. She was so much faster than everybody else on the field. So far today, hasn't been able to showcase that speed, though, against equally fast Denver Cyclones.
Nice steal right in midfield.
Yeah, ball to Viezo. Sends it out here on the edge and tried to get to DeWilland, but taken away by McEwen. Hudson creates some space over here on the left side with McEwen. McEwen tries to center it, sends it through, and it goes off the edge, and that'll be another Channel Seeds corner kick. Oh, no, it is not. That is a goal kick. I thought that ended up going off of a...
I think it did, but I think it may have trickled out of bounds before she struck that. Because it definitely went off of a Hudson player, but I think it must have been off of out of bounds first.
So Series will take that kick. Hudson controls it, going to try to create some space, and it's taken away. Alexis Milder now in the game for the Cyclones. Back to the middle. They connect with Gerke. Gerke, Shepard, and taken away by the Pirates. Snyder playing things now. Not a ton of movement right now out of the Denver offense. They just keeping things on their side. They tried to send one over the top. Willand heads it out of there. And on the 50-50 ball, it's going to be sent out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Pirates. Throw in controlled by the Pirates. Trunk back to the middle. Zoe Austin sends it ahead, knocked out of there once again by Denver. We talked about that Denver back line.
Davis on a run down here. Goalie's out, and goalie does make the right choice.
A lot of space there, but we talked about how that Denver defense just doesn't allow a whole lot of pressure on their freshman goalkeeper, Adina Murch, and so far they've shown why. Defensive backs are everywhere. Stop and start move there out of Harberts. Sends one ahead, some space over here on the left side for the Cyclones. Gerke has it taken away. Olsen kind of patrols that whole back line as well. And we're not expecting a whole lot of goals to be scored today, so certainly have to take advantage of every opportunity that you get. Throw in over the top, Trunk. Finds herself with the ball after a lot of contact and then a foul as a little shove there coming from Kenzie Snyder, senior midfielder. This is a veteran Denver squad. They've got a lot of seniors on the field right now. Gerke, Harberts, Akers, Mullert, Rosecrans, Snyder, Thurm. Bunch of seniors out there playing. The free kick will be taken by Amelia Clank right in front of us. Clank sends that one towards the goal. Valdivieso into Trunk, ball up over the top, and nearly goes in, and on the rebound, right there's Davis. Davis shoots again. She still got it. Davis blocked once again. A lot of action in front of that Denver goal.
What an opportunity there. That was just a free kick there that it kind of bounced off of two different players, had a ton of spin off of it, and just knocked off the top of the frame.
Adina Murch was staring right into the sun and timed it up as well as she could, but she's not the tallest goalkeeper we've seen out here, and that ball nearly snuck in over top of her. Throw in here for Denver. Out of bounds. Goal kick, for Denver. A couple more IMT insurance substitutions coming in for the Cyclones. Hazel Colesrud comes in, as well as Anna Mullert back in the game. Denver very balanced scoring throughout the year. Shepard, Gerke, Harberts, Grace Mullahan, Kenzie Snyder, all with double-digit goals on the season. Back to the middle, that Hudson back line is waiting once again. Hudson has done a good job possessing the ball. They've really limited the Cyclone opportunities here through over half of the first half. Battle, Davis comes away with it, shoots it towards the goal, and down on a knee to pick it up is Murch. Davis went to the left foot, didn't quite get everything into that one. It's a long ways away to score from, too. Ball popped over the top. Olsen gives a charge into it. Sends one across to Willen. Willen, good footwork, controls things, sends it over to Stickford in the game. Willen pushes one way ahead, and nobody's there as it sails out to our ball girl behind the goal, and another IMT insurance substitution. Avery Euban back in the game for Coach Smiley. Hudson 19-2 on the year. Denver 20-0-1. Denver barely made it into the tournament. In their sub-state final matchup, they were on the ropes against Dubuque Wahlert. Run out here opportunity. Colesrud gets it knocked out of bounds by Olsen, and it'll be a throw in for the Cyclones. In the golden goal in overtime as Dubuque Wahlert nearly knocked out the top-seeded Denver Cyclones to get here, but Denver cruised in their first-round matchup on Tuesday.
5-3 over Underwood, I believe, was the score on that one.
In a rain-soaked, miserable morning.
Yeah,
no other way to describe it. Ball out there in front of the goal and picked up by Series as she's shielded off by Stickford, who recognized she wanted to keep everybody away from that ball. Trying to flip the field, it goes off the head of Mullahan and goes the wrong direction, but then Denver grabs it once again. Colesrud. Olsen comes in with a big foot. Physical play. Colesrud and Willand Denver quickly takes a throw in down to Colesrud. Back to the middle, trying to set things up as they do sneak it through to Shepard, but then it's taken away by Klink. Now ahead, Davis. They've always got somebody back. They're not setting an offsides trap. They've always got somebody back to control Taylor Davis. And Colesrud. As they set things up, Denver going to try to take some shape on offense here with Bailey Mullahan. Snyder sneaks one back through to Snyder. Ball gets through to Colesrud. Colesrud back to the middle, eyes that one up, and Series is right there off the dirt to pick it up.
Yeah, just the last 10 minutes, it's been a little bit more over to Denver's side offensively. They've got a couple stretches of possession in their offensive zone, trying to get some things moving. They're being very, very patient offensively on their side, trying to string those kicks together. Looks like we may have a bloody nose here as Bailey Mullahan took a header there, and I think she actually ended up taking it off of her nose and
get that stopped, and I'm sure Bailey will be right back into the game. In the middle, Denver. Some space over here if they can get it over to Colesrud. They can go to the opposite side, sending it ahead on the run down the sideline for Mullert. And it's undercut and taken out of there by Stickford. Back the other way goes Hudson. Stickford sends it ahead, and it's quickly headed back. Gerke, who had been playing over on this side, switches and now is more midfielder role with Colesrud in the game. Ball plucked out of the air by Willand. Olsen waiting for it as they try to connect with Colesrud. Davis now 1-on-4 in the open field, pushes it over to Trunk. Trunk slides it through to Davis. Ball knocked up in the air, a foot race, and coming out to get it is Murch.
Good thought process there for Trunk as she worked that give and go with Olsen, or with Davis, rather.
Sneaking ahead again, Colesrud. Olsen right there, though, to give it a roll. Everybody waiting back on Trunk and Davis. Ball was out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Pirates. Ball centered, it goes, and that's going to be wide of the target as Murch picks it up once again. Murch has had to be active back there. They haven't threatened a ton, but she's been back there enough and had enough touches on things. Colesrud passes it through now again to Gerke. Gerke over in front of that Hudson bench and taken out of there by Stickford. Stickford with a run up the left side, tries to connect to Davis, and the ball rolls all the way down to the corner, and it'll be picked up by Thurm.
Definitely looks like those balls are out of bounds on that far side.
It's tough to tell. We have
a long ways out there, but they've been playing inbounds there for a while. But the crown of the field makes it hard for us to see that far sideline to see where it's at.
Throw in goes out of bounds. That I can tell is out of bounds. It's in the shade of the Denver section. The ball's thrown in. Pirates take it away. Willand sends it towards the goal, and once again right there is Murch. Really a back and forth game so far, neither team taking control. A lot of times you'll see field position dominated by one team or the other here early on, and both these teams have had some chances.
It's been played primarily in the midfield, so it's that's just a testament to two good defenses playing at the same time. There hasn't been a breakaway pretty much on either side yet. The goalies have played well. They've been consistent and patient.
Trunk works her way through, sends it ahead to Davis. Davis momentarily loses it, gets the ball back, and then it's cleared out of there by the Cyclones for Anna Mullert. It's nice to actually be able to see what's going on down there at that end as we look at our monitor. We're blocked the other day because everything was kept dry underneath the tents.
Check in, check out.
Ball knocked out. Hudson's midfielders, defenders are all the way up. Back to the middle, ball sent towards the goal. Header goes up and left of the target.
We have a corner kick for the Cyclones.
Another Channel Seeds corner kick as the ball goes out of bounds.
That'll be Taylor Junker taking this free kick. It's the second one she's taken over there, corner kick rather. It's the second one she's taken in. So usually these corner kick specialists usually take just a little bit of information with each one that they do and kind of make the adjustment. She's going to be kicking this one into the wind.
You can see the flag, though, down there is still, but yes, we definitely feel the wind behind us, and she low line drives that one through, and it's out of bounds. Didn't get under it. As a couple more, 3 more substitutions coming in for Denver. That's Bailey Mullahan back in the game from her bloody nose, as well as Kenzie McEwen and Aubrey Juergens, I believe, right? 22, yes, Aubrey Juergens in the game. Freshman midfielder, has a goal this year. As you get a good look down there at Maya Rosecrans, the lefty takes the long shot up off the head of Zoe Austin. Taken away, very active out on defense is Junker. Sends that one ahead. Denver flips the field and a little hip check thrown by Clank, and that holds everything up. Good move by her. Back though to the middle, Denver. Shepard. Now Gerke has some space over here, connects with Snyder. Snyder, as they've really now on this left side, they really had the freshman Juergens marked up. Everybody was ready for her over here on the left side, and Denver gets the ball back with McEwen on the throw in. Trying to sneak one through. I tell you what, though, that Olsen, Siri Olsen, is kind of around the ball. Every time Denver gets it into that deep in that defensive end, Siri Olsen is there for Hudson.
I say both of them are defending outside because Stickford on the other side's done a great job on that far side defense as well.
And that's why there's just not many goals scored against the Pirates this year. Most of them that have been scored by Denver. Long run as Davis tries to run it down, and that's one of those you want to be sure to clear it. Bad shot there. Davis into the goal. Taylor Davis with a goal on the miscommunication on the defensive end, and Hudson takes the 1-0 lead. They tried to clear it to Murch, and as she went to kick it the opposite direction, she missed it, and Davis found herself wide open in front of the goal. Let's take a look at the replay.
Just a play back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just thought she could connect up with the other defender on the back line and just didn't get enough of the ball and lit right onto Taylor Davis's foot, and she put that one away easily.
The Hudson bench is alive and loud right now to our left. Under 10 minutes to go in this first half, and the Pirates up 1-0. There's Olsen again to take another threat away.
Well, has Hudson broken the ice that's kind of been over the goal scoring for here against the Cyclones over the course of the year?
We'll see. The way they celebrated, that was a huge weight lifted off the Pirates' shoulders as they scored that goal. Willen knocks it away. Hudson. Good footwork by these Denver Cyclones as the ball's taken away by Davis once again. Davis, just an incredible athlete out there, though. You saw her going to that left foot to put it in on the goal, wheeled around. As the ball sailed over the top. Oh, way to keep it in bounds there for the Cyclones. Connect in the middle to Gerke. Gerke tries to get it back to the edge as she was trying to get it ahead to Shepard. Gerke Going to take the kick, trying to go to the middle, but Olsen once again is waiting for it. Now Denver running down the field was Snyder, but taken away from her once again. Denver with an extended offensive possession right now, one of the longest possessions they've had today. Akers sends it ahead. Shepard trying to clear it and working her way through and knocking it out of bounds with Stickford.
Well, the Cyclones have a veteran-laden team, as you had mentioned earlier, Andy, and this isn't going to be something – they're going to have situations where they've come back over the course of the year. So I'm sure that they are very confident in their ability to get back into this game with just being down 1-0 at this point.
Again, physical game, and not overly physical, and not like a lot of fouls have been called, but definitely a lot of contact. Nothing that you have to call, but just a lot of contact as they know how to play the man. As the ball sent way down the field, catches the thin part of the grass and takes a long roll.
It stays in bounds.
Nice shade tree set up over there at the Denver faithful have set themselves up under. Don't even need the shade today. It's so nice out here. I'm not going to complain. I always love to have a little bit of shade for me, but this is absolutely gorgeous. And that ball's going to be wheeled out of bounds. A throw in on the far side from Akers. We've seen a lot more juice behind the throw-ins today than we saw on Tuesday morning with those soaked balls that they were trying to handle, sliding out of everybody's hands. And substitution's going to come in now for both teams. For Hudson, Claire Stickford checks into the game, and for Denver, Alyssa Harberts in the IMT insurance substitution, IMT-INS.com. Be worry-free with IMT. Trying to get the touch out there. Denver not getting a huge amount of space. You notice as they get into the offensive end, things get very condensed right now, and Hudson has taken advantage of that and let Olsen just kind of patrol right there in the middle and knock everything out. They haven't put a whole lot of pressure on Series so far through this first half.
Yeah, the shots that she has faced have been fairly routine stops for her.
Some speed over on the far side from Shepard.
But I think if you're the Hudson coach, this is exactly what you don't want after you score a goal, is to have an extended amount of possession be in the Denver offensive part of the field, and that's kind of what's happened since the goal's been scored. It's been pretty predominantly Cyclones. Going to be a positive for them and trying to get their answer back to get this game knotted up at 1.
Bailey Mullahan threw that ball in about 30 yards. Ball sent all the way down. No one back there for Hudson at the moment, but Davis gets down in a hurry, and Davis can kind of play against 3 on her own. Olsen again. It's a good foot into that one, up in the air, and a battle back there between Davis and Maya Rosecrans. Ooh, that ball slides through. Hudson on the defense. Shepard pushes it out to the side, and the run down the field for Mullert. Still has it. Muscles her way through and then taken away.
Patient offense of the Cyclones is definitely happening on the field right now as Hudson's backing that defense up a little bit and getting a little congested in there, but Denver has been doing a nice job of working their way through that minefield.
Under 3 to play in this first half. Hudson's Taylor Davis with a goal to take the 1-0 lead. Ball high up in the air as they look into the sun, controlled by the Pirates. Davis now, anytime she's in the open field, look out. As Davis, playing 1-on-5, tries to push it down the left side, and running it down and knocking it out there is Akers.
That'll allow Hudson to roll their offensive up as Junker takes the throw in. Sends it right back out of bounds again. It'll be another throw in for the Pirates.
Throw in coming on a good look there at Taylor Junker. So get it into the middle. Stickford. Valdivieso Bulldogs her way in. Again, very physical there, just outside the box. Ball sent towards the goal and right into the breadbasket of Adina Murch. .50-50 ball in the middle. Taken out of there by Austin. And ball taken away. Denver trying to flip the field. 1 minute to go, trying to knot this thing up before the break. Hudson will be very happy to go into their tent with a 1-0 lead. Ooh, that ball missed. Taken away now by Gerke. Gerke sends one towards Series, and Series right there. Two hands that one, and now with under 40 to play.
Still makes you a little nervous anytime there's shots, even from distance, as we've seen some, definitely seen some different caroms off of the ground. Never know where that ball's going to go.
Little touch through the middle as they get to Shepard. Shepard weaves around, pushes her way through. Olsen comes in. Now over here on the left side, it's out of there from Gerke. Gerke, some fancy footwork, sends one towards the middle as Olsen knocks it down. 7 seconds to go in this first half, and Hudson is going to go into their tent here at halftime with a 1-0 lead, trying to take out top-seeded Denver Cyclones. We'll be back with some halftime analysis. Andy Pollock and Austin Oliver here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, back after this.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
It's Frank. Frank. Mr. Frank. I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairy Frank.
Your fairy family.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Welcome back to the Lead Recreational Center. Good picture of the lead there in the background. We were just east of there. Let's take a look at that goal that Taylor Davis scored to put Hudson up 1-0 in the first half. Is just a little bit of a miss off the foot of the goalkeeper, and Davis puts it in with her left foot. Hudson hadn't scored in 2 games on Denver this year, and a big weight off that monkey's back right now as they score and take that 1-0 lead. These two teams both out of the North Iowa Cedar League, an area that Austin Oliver, you and I are very familiar with, and it's fun to see how good soccer has become up in that area of the state over the last several years.
Yeah, it didn't even exist when we were kids. I don't know if it did it when you were. I didn't think it was.
My brother
when you were
was
there.
one of the first to play soccer up in that area.
Very
so.
good. But, yeah, it's just really blossomed, and both of these teams are coming down to the state tournament with some regularity, so we definitely have some strong soccer coming out of the high school and the club sections there on this part of the state. So great to see. I know that Hudson is feeling pretty good as they come into the half, but this Cyclone offense can definitely strike at any moment. They got a ton of girls that can score some goals, and they've got a ton of opportunities coming up here in the second half. This is kind of when our first round with Hudson and Des Moines Christian. Des Moines Christian was at 0-0 at half, wasn't it? And then they just exploded for 7 goals in the second half. So very likely could happen here in this game today as well.
This is the first of our semifinals here in Class 1A, Denver and Hudson. Over on the other field going on behind us, Heelan and Assumption started 15 minutes after. Heelan got there with a win over Center Point Urbana on Tuesday, and Assumption with a win over Nevada. We will also play Class 2A and Class 3A today. Waverly Shell Rock against Adele DeSoto Minburn. That'll be at 2:30 on the field that we are on right now. Austin and I will have that call. Dallas Center Grimes and Cedar Rapids Xavier will go on the field behind us at 2:45. And then tonight the big schools step in. It'll be Waukee Northwest and Waukee, battle of Dallas County over there. A lot of good soccer played in Dallas County between those two teams and Dallas Center Grimes, as they will battle at 5 o'clock on this field. And then Linn-Mar with the upset win over Valley on Tuesday will take on Ankeny Centennial winners in a shootout over Johnston on Tuesday. Those teams will play in the final game of the night at 5:15, and it will be a much easier night for whoever takes care of the laundry for all these teams, because they were covered in mud when they got done playing on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's about as opposite as we can get from Tuesday to today, being the worst conditions and being some of the best conditions that we could play in out here. This is absolutely the perfect weather for soccer to be played in.
Well, time once again to thank the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the 2025 Girls State Soccer Championships as title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Farm Bureau honors both athletic and academic excellence, nurturing tomorrow's leaders on the field and in the classroom. We'll take one more break and be back with the second half here at the IGHSAU State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, We all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Back in action here on a sun-drenched Thursday afternoon. Andy Pollock, Austin Oliver, Hudson leading the top-seeded Denver Cyclones here as we get set to start the second half. Flip the field, so Hudson will be shooting at the left side of your screen. Denver, in their maroon, will be shooting at the right side. Taylor Davis, the difference maker so far in this one. Olson almost functions as a second goalkeeper back there for Hudson. Davis with a couple touches there, cleared out to Baldoviezo, and I don't know if the field is slanted to our left, but it sure feels like we've seen a lot of play on the left half of the field today. Ball sent ahead, and waiting back there once again is Callie Stickford. As the ball calmly rolls out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Cyclones. Akers chucks it in. Mullahan and Stickford sticks her hip in and battles to take it away.
Did a nice job of just putting a foot in there strongly and just stopping that ball.
Thought we were about to have a ball in our face that came off the foot of Euban. Stickford with a lot of touches here early on. Tries to get ahead of Euban, taken away though by the Cyclones. Tried the one touch to connect out here to Akers, and they send one ahead. Look out. Once again sent towards the middle, and right in front of there, and Trunk couldn't quite knock it in. Great opportunity once again for the Pirates.
Yeah, I think both the defender and the offensive player, Trunk, there just kind of both threw their feet out, and it just kind of popped right up there, and Trunk had an opportunity for just a split second, but wasn't able to get it on frame.
Look out, ball sent out here to Davis. Davis and Junker a little back and forth. They swipe it down to the left side to Euban. And are we going to get a
throw
corner?
Or looks like a corner.
Heading to a corner kick. Another Channel Seeds corner kick as the ball goes out of bounds.
Junker's going to be setting up to take the set piece.
Junker with her left foot. Running in a circle out there is Hudson. They slide one through, knocked out momentarily as getting a foot on it was Gerke.
Trunk's trying to run that one down on the far side as Junker plays it all the way across.
Gerke.
It's going to be another corner kick.
Yeah, Gerke just ran right over her. Didn't shove her, just ran right in through to the ball. Run through the player. And another corner kick. This one coming towards us.
Wilden taking this kick, the second one.
Willen spots it up, sends a low liner into the fray. Pops back out to Austin. Valdivieso taken out of there by Denver. Now it's a foot race up the left side for the Cyclones. McEwen. Kenzie running down the left side, tripped up from behind, and that's going to be a foul and a yellow card issued to Valdivieso. Not the worst yellow card we've seen as Valdivieso held up the rally. Has to be called. It's just not a bad situation. You're doing all you can to keep Denver from running down and getting an open shot.
It'll remain to be seen if it was a smart foul or not, but we'll see as it moves forward here. But it's going to be a free kick here from pretty far out.
Rosecrans off the set piece. Denver with some space as they cut towards the goal. Ball lobbed up into the middle and headed out of there. Nice job. As that was headed out by Clink. Hudson sends it ahead. Foot race down the left side. It's out of bounds. Smart move there because Akers, if she would have tried to keep that in, the only way she was going to keep it in was going to send it down towards their goal. Now Denver slides one ahead. They connect in the middle. They weave through everything. Sent back towards the middle by Shepard. Ball still there, dangerously clear to the goal, and then knocked out.
Big
Cleared
surprise,
out.
Olsen stepping in there to take that one and knocking it out.
Stickford.
Davis, nice job getting around her defender. She's got some room.
Davis pushes it up the left side.
Cross.
Tries to get things back to the middle. The cross is picked out of the air by Murch.
She was trying to connect up with Trunk that was screaming down the right side for that far post, but the goalkeeper was able to step in that passing lane and take that ball out of the air.
Quickly ahead. Mullert. Little battle as then it's knocked out of bounds by Junker. 4.5 minutes gone in this second half. A Taylor Davis goal, is the difference in this one. Ball in front of the goal.
That's a
into
goal.
the net, and it's a goal for the Cyclones.
I think that's number 8, on the far side.
I think you're right, yes, as they celebrate down there. I'm pretty sure knocking it in there was Gerke as the ball got over top of everybody, and Gerke gets the equalizer for Denver. Ball snuck through, and that's one of the few times that Olsen didn't get a head on it as it came across, and the great angled pass, great assist, and a goal for Denver, and they tie this thing up at 1 in the 45th minute.
Yeah, perfectly weighted cross there, just was a one touch and into the goal as the goalkeeper and the goal scorer came to a pretty hard collision there as well, and was able to keep control and put it into the back of the net.
A huge roar just went up from Alley Cat's Grub House in Denver as they're watching the game up there today, I'm told. And as a throw in for Hudson. Ooh. Missing it, almost gave an opportunity for Davis there. Battle for the ball out of bounds will be a throw in for the Pirates.
Yeah, I think Davis thought she was going to get teed up on and turned her back to lessen the impact, and it just barely touched her. Be a goal kick for the Cyclones.
Wind has picked up a little bit. Slightly, it's more across the field, but it'd be at the advantage of Denver, if anything, now. As the ball bounces over the top and takes a roll in favor of the Cyclones. Now on the far side, battle for the ball. And there's going to be a foul called on Gerke, much to the ire of the Denver fans that are over there. That was a lot of physical play between both ladies. And Hudson wastes no time sending that ball downfield. Knifing through. Up the side, Shepard. Sends things back to the middle. Touch inside there for Snyder. Snyder draws a lot of attention and then has the ball taken away. Boy, you see down there how well Kira Gerke uses her body to shield off all those defenders. Sending one towards the goal. It went right off the belly there of Valdivieso. Could knock the wind out of you. Wheels around once again. Ball sent over to the left side, and no one's home for the Cyclones. That'll be a goal kick for Ceres. Hudson trying to put something together, run up the side for Willand. Willand pushes one through, connects with Davis. Davis back out to the cutting Trunk. Now Hudson on the move. Trunk looking to get this towards the middle. Davis marked up there. Got to be careful if they go too far, it'll be offsides. Trunk sends it towards the goal and right into the belly of Adina Murch.
Murch had done a great job of playing that angle and was really in the only space that could have been shot onto goal. She was standing there waiting for the ball.
Ball comes through. Valdivieso gets it knocked away from her by Mullahan. And out of bounds, a little chuck in for the Pirates. Yeah, wind has definitely picked up here, as evidenced by my sheets blowing all over the place as we get going here. A little run up the side, and that's going to be maintained by Denver. I'm not sure if it was out of bounds or a foul was called. It is out of bounds, so a throw in for the little Cyclones. We've already seen some very powerful throw-ins from Bailey Mullahan, and they elect to play that one short. Who will move as the ball sent towards the goal, and right down to the knee to get it is Ceres.
Yeah, Hudson's going to want to keep an eye on that far post runner on these crossing patterns. They've been open a couple times. If they get that ball set up probably the way they want it to, it's going to be something pretty dangerous. As Davis has some space here on the far side.
On the right side, Davis. Look out, she's got some great footwork as she tries to get one through to Valdivieso, but up there to get a foot on it was Mullahan and knocks it away. 1-1, all knotted up here in the state semifinals. A date with a winner of Assumption or Heelan on Saturday morning is on the line for a state title. Tried to send that one ahead, but another throw-in opportunity for the Pirates. I wonder if my man Ron Steele is up there watching, or maybe he's down here, the original anchor man. As I'm not sure what they
called a foul in the box there, maybe, so I think it'll be as the goal kick. As a Hudson coach.
Ben Smiley trying to get a call.
Yep, trying to
in
get
the box.
Set up maybe for something later.
One of the calmer discussions with officials we've seen this week.
Like I said, I don't know what you saw, but I saw. Very nice.
I think it was more. I think I don't know what you think of that, but I think her arm's extended.
Yep.
It's a very political way to put that out there. I'm not sure our official in front of us right now, though, can make any of those calls.
No, but never hurts to have some influence there.
You're always looking for your next officiating crew that you might have as well. It's got to make friends with those guys.
Fight for the ball right on the sidelines. It looks like it's going to be out on the Cyclones. It'll be a throw-in for Junker.
Tosses one over the top, run out there for Euban to try to go down and get it. That's out the back edge of the pitch. And another corner kick for Hudson as everybody makes their way towards that goal. And I can't see anything down there at the moment.
I think it's going to be Junker taking the kick.
I assume Junker's been the one taking those from that corner as a lefty. She tried to punch one through a couple times. We'll see what she elects to do right now. Leaves it a little bit short. It gets through. Ball in front of the net, and then coming out of nowhere to get it is Murch. Now these teams have thrown their punches here in the second half.
Well, the corner kicks are starting to become more and more of a stressor for both teams, I think, as the corner kick-ees are having a little bit more success of getting it to the places that they want to get it to. And that one, Murch definitely got in there and put a stop to it, but that was definitely a stressful one for the Cyclones.
Mullert makes a run up the right side, but a quick stop and go by Callie Stickford as she got knocked away momentarily and quickly caught up. Got those feet moving pretty swiftly.
Backside Madison, no, she's there.
Here's that chance for Denver to run that crossing on the backside. On the back half, they send it through to the middle. And I was just about to say, if Davis can get one through right now, she's going to have a huge opportunity in the open field for Hudson. But Denver maintains possession. They'd love to connect with her about midfield and let her run. Here's a chance right now as they push one ahead. Up to get it, knock it back in Denver's directions, Harbers. Denver tries to take some shape offensively, and the ball rolls all the way down here into the foot of Coach Smiley, and Denver will get the throw in with Elena Akers. Long throw in there for Akers as she tries to connect with Snyder. Snyder flips things around, works towards the middle of the field. Snyder gets it a little far out in front of her, and Olsen's right there once again to knock it away and kill the threat. Boy, Stickford's getting the mix every time it's down in there as well now, but ball taken away. Denver over to the side. Opportunity down through the end is trying to connect with Gerke, and it rolls out the back edge of the pitch, and that'll be a goal kick for the Pirates. Bunch of subs coming in for Denver at our next dead ball. Claire Stickford checks into the game here for Hudson. Ball sneaks through. Callie Stickford, or Claire Stickford, excuse me, with a touch. They send it ahead. Trying to create some space. They sneak it through to Trunk. And as they tried to connect with Davis, it's knocked out once again by Mullahan.
Got it to Davis.
Yeah, very physical in there. She had 3 Cyclones around her. They absolutely know that's the biggest threat to score for the Pirates. Ball sneaks out of bounds once again. Ball to Viezo, nearly had it taken away, and now does have it taken away by Gerke. A lot of space if Denver can come out of here with it now, and they can as Olsen comes over and knocks it back in favor of the Pirates. Long ball over the top. Now Davis in the corner with a touch. Davis trying to come around the edge. You can't do it, and it's out of bounds. And not sure how strong Davis can throw it, but they could sure treat this like a set piece coming from the edge, from just inside the flag. Long throw. Ball bounces around in front of the goal quite a bit and just missing on the opportunity there. As Junker couldn't quite get a solid foot into it. Battle over there as Stickford sneaks one ahead. Back to the middle they go, up on top and headed out of there by Harberts.
See, the wind definitely affected that ball.
Ball to Viezo.
Out to Trunk.
Taken away. Good strong foot put on there by McEwen. Off the touch, trying to get one to Gerke down on the side, and then they decided to send it across to the middle. Waiting right there, though, is Callie Stickford. Hudson keeps trying to connect.
Ooh.
Euban, now Davis. And another chance here for Junker.
Junker gets the corner.
And it's out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Nearly halfway through the second half, still knotted up at 1. Throw comes in, lobbed over the top. Look out. Davis. Actually, that's not Davis. That's Trunk.
Yep.
And foul called, and that's going to be on Hudson.
I think that where that whistle blew, I think everybody held their breath for just a second. Not
that
sure
was
which
inside
way
the 18-foot box.
It was definitely going to be inside the box.
Gerke slides one over on the edge. Again, physical play taken out of there by Klenk. She'll get the throw in.
Well, after the goal, things have kind of settled down here. It's a little bit been played a little bit more through the midfield. Both teams have had some opportunities, but nothing too crazy yet.
As another goal kick opportunity. Some more IMT insurance substitutions as Alexis Milder, Elise Ricketts, and Aubrey Juergens check into the game. Be worry-free with IMT. Long driving kick off the top of Willen's head. Stickford gets underneath that one, 50-50 ball. And eventually won by Euban. Puts one down in the corner, and Denver will take possession back. Ooh, big foot there by Stickford. Couldn't quite control it, though, and then coming right in to take it back is Junker. Junker
nice
down the
move.
left side, centers it over, and picking it off the turf, off the hop, once again is Murch.
Beautiful centering pass, though. Somebody would have been heading near post. It would have been an excellent opportunity to attack that frame.
Denver out here now with Milder, and she gets collision to the ground. They'll get the throw in. Long throw in down the edge. Big advantage there, but it ends up going off the back of Juergens. If they could have got that out in front of her. She was in transition in a hurry. Big foot put into that ball by Thurm. Ball sitting around in the middle, big swing by Stickford, and then it comes back out here now to Junker. Looks over everybody, pushes it up the edge. Junker stays in bounds. It's going to go off of Junker as she got tripped.
Yeah, I thought it could have been a foul there right on the edge too, but the center ref does give possession on the out of bounds to the Cyclones. Strong throw in. Mullahan goes out of bounds. They matriculate the ball down the sidelines in a series of throw-ins.
Long ball sent in, and that is out of bounds, and we'll just see here. They're going to call that a...
Looks like it's going to be a corner.
Corner kick. I didn't know for sure where that exactly went out.
Just with everybody walking towards it. It may be... No, it looks like it's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in.
It will be, okay. Wind aided, sent towards the goal, and then knocked out of there momentarily at least by Junker. And now trying to send things ahead and taken out of there. Good physical play made by Ricketts, the freshman. And a couple more substitutions coming in now for the Cyclones. Got Addie Shepard checking back into the game, as well as Hazel Colesrud. And having a seat will be Juergens, as well as McEwen. And I would imagine Kenzie McEwen is just taking a quick breather, and she'll be right back in the game. 17.5 minutes to play in this one.
Goal kick.
Series. Ball sent in. Denver maintains possession. They connect in the middle here to Snyder. Snyder tries to slide one through. And ball to Viezo. Actually, that's Clank right there to knock it out again. Now Hudson in transition, lays one out for Davis, and then it's knocked out of bounds. That'll give the Cyclones a chance to catch back up here on D.
Yeah, Thumb did exactly the right thing. The senior leadership there of sending that ball out of bounds. They can reset their defense on the backside.
Battle for the ball, cleared by the Cyclones. Right back out here, Stickford, but it gets over the top. On sides is Shepard. Shepard working away down, but man, Stickford covers a lot of ground in a hurry. Shepard back to the middle. Leaves it out there for Snyder. And Shepard, Snyder, taken out of there.
Stickford.
Great defense on the back end there by Stickford.
Stickford coming all the way from the right side, all the way across the goal to knock that one out of there. Excellent opportunity for Denver as they mount the pressure. Is that going to be a corner as well here?
Watch coming in from the right side of your screen. You see Stickford is underneath the goal and then comes right out and knocks it through. Huge play made by Callie Stickford.
There's going to be a corner here for Denver, so they're going to have another opportunity to make something happen.
Right towards the goal, and just missing it. Again, back and forth they go, but they just didn't quite connect. I think the ball even made contact with a crossbar there for Harberts. Actually, that would have been Mullahan. Crowd's getting into it right now. 15.5 minutes to play. It's getting pretty loud over here at the Lead Center. Battle for the ball, and the aqua-clad Denver Cyclone fans are over there, and Denver now with an offensive substitution to get Kira Gerke back in the game after a quick breather. She'll probably finish this one out. And as I guessed, Kenzie McEwen, after about a 1.5-minute break, is right back in. Time enough to get water, get back in and play some soccer. There's a throw in down the sideline, and Olsen heads it out of bounds. And throw in here for the Cyclones, in towards the goal, up over the top, and up to knock it down is Clank. Ball sent towards the goal, and Series calmly steps out to take it away. Well, we'll see if the teams elect to get aggressive here, or if both teams are over the last 14 minutes.
Don't even say it, Andy. Just let it play out. Sure, both teams want to get this one completed in regular time, 1-1.
You just don't want to get yourself in a bad position, though, by get caught in transition. Denver, though, working towards the middle. This is Snyder. Snyder over top of the goal. Another IMT insurance substitution coming in. Zoe Austin checks back in for the Pirates.
And then after Hudson, number 9, Zoe Austin.
Long ball sent in. Davis has had her touches limited here in the second half as she sends this one over towards us. The English on the ball, though, sends it back to Denver and Alexis Milder. As it looks like Mullahan getting warned that she can throw it a long ways, and she does. Can't tell, was that Stickford back there that got a hit on it? Connecting up here, ball to Viezo. Sends it ahead to Junker. Now Trunk. Sends it through to Davis. Davis back to the middle of the field, and it's knocked out of there by McEwen once again. Now Denver slides one through, and it's taken right back by Stickford. Miss on the kick, and I think Hudson's going to get the throw in here.
Nope, got it to Denver.
It will be Denver. Stickford looks over everybody, decides she's going to send it ahead to Euban. Stickford's got some space. And that was quickly closed down. As coming over to close it down was Milder. Olsen. They've stayed away from her half of the field a lot in this second half. And now Trunk in a battle for it. They leave it out for Trunk to run down the field. It's a little 3-on-4 game right now. Trunk centers one and can't quite get it out in front of Davis. Another chance here, though. Willand. And taken back by Gerke.
Nice defending there by Denver. Ball does trickle out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pirates.
Gerke in the open field. Gerke looking ahead, coming from behind. Ball to Viezo. Connects ahead, and ball to Viezo is right there, and she is all over the ball. And the referee
here and called it a little bit late there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get his whistle up, it looked like. These officials have covered a lot of ground today. And it's taking the free kick. I think this is Thurm. It is. Miranda Thurm sends it towards the goal, up in the air, off the head, and not quite able to connect was Mullahan. Another IMT substitution for Denver. Anna Mullert's back in the game.
Denver,
10 minutes to go in this one. Fans starting to get a little antsy on the far side. So are the teams here beside us.
Yeah,
cheering is amped up quite a bit. Ball sent out of bounds. Denver with a throw in. Excuse me, Hudson with a throw in. I think that's Willand taking it over there. Tries to connect in
Trunk
with Trunk. Trunk sends one towards
Oh
the
my
goal.
gosh.
Up over the head, and
Oh my
that
gosh.
went over the goal. Oh, wow.
Where did that ball go?
I think it just went over top of the goal.
Net? Oh, my God. It looked much closer than what it looked like in real time. We'll get a replay on this. It was IGHSAU with the shot there, I think.
Yes, it did. Just over top of the goal.
Shot from what distance? Nice job by Murch. Plays that ball easily, but a pointed strike by Taylor Davis.
Ball rolls through initially for Denver. They get possession back. Snyder. Over here, Mullert. Back up top it goes. Mullahan looks around. They get one over on the far side. Gerke. Gerke keeps possession. Wants to center. It goes out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Cyclones. I think once Gerke got it down in that corner, that's the only thing she had in her mind was getting that ball out of bounds off a Pirate. And this is going to be Addie Shepard taking the corner kick. Might go far post on this one, try to change some angles up. Shepard gets it up, goes across, and is that into the goal?
It was out.
Out on the backside of the goal. Celebration here from the Denver sideline is when you see that ball in the net. Yeah, the goal Olympico. See the replay once again. Yep, that was through on the backside. From here, it looks like it's sitting in the net. You don't know exactly how it gets in there. Davis turns around. Davis
got that corner.
Gets some room. Davis comes in from the right side, back to the middle. Sends one through here. Ball to Viezo. Back up top, Willen towards the goal, and it nearly gets away from Murch.
Situation where you hope to have one of those other players crashing towards that goalie. Would have had an excellent opportunity, but Murch is able to control it after that pop up there.
Ball momentarily gets away from Austin, and Denver will get the free kick.
Still 1-0 over on the other field in favor of Assumption. So we get a free kick here right at just past mid-pitch.
Thurm will take this. She looks ahead, lobs that towards the goal, over top of everybody. Header goes out the back of the pitch, and that was off a Pirate. That one off of Willen, and another corner kick coming up for Denver. Channel Seeds getting their money's worth today. Thank you, Channel. And this time it'll be Gerke heading out. With a wind in her face, Gerke lobs this one towards the goal, right up in the middle. It's off the head, up top. Another chance towards the goal, and hit away. It's still in play. And I think that'll be another corner kick. No, that's going to be a goal kick for Hudson. Couple opportunities there off the head. Initially coming in, Amelia Klenk got up over top of everybody to try to knock it out of there.
Another dangerous ball, though.
Very dangerous.
Series just ended up just smacking that one as hard as she could, trying to get it just away from the goal.
Wide drive sent. They didn't get as much air underneath it as they hoped. But coming through to knock it out is Austin. Denver still on the attack down here. Mullert lets them take some shape, feeds it into the middle to Shepard. Shepard with some moves, comes out of there with it, sends it towards the goal. Still around there as they battle for it. Shepard still has it, weaves through. Shepard heads towards the goal. No penalty called as everybody stays up and ball sent out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Cyclones. Another chance for a long throw-in. And again, they seem to treat this a lot like corners. As really strong arms there from Bailey Mullahan, one of the Mullahan twins. Sends that towards the goal. Mullahan up over the top, headed towards the middle. Gerke against Willand. Gerke down to the corner. She loves to send that off a Pirate, and she does it once again in another corner kick. That's exactly what Gerke does, setting up these set pieces for the Cyclones as the wind is picked up, and she'll send it into that wind.
She She's had a few opportunities at this. Let's see if she can pinpoint where she wants to put this kick in here.
She's done a good job getting under it, giving them a chance. Gerke lobs this one towards the goal, up with a head, and a chance there, and no penalty called. There's a penalty as the goalkeeper, Series got taken out. I'm going to check on her here with 4:20 to go.
But another beautiful ball by Gerke, though. She's just dropping it in a bucket right there in front of the Hudson goal.
I'm going to stop the clock here.
They see something on the far side. Come to talk to the AR.
See what the discussion is. 4:08 to go as the officials discuss things. Actually, it's the Denver coach that wants an explanation. He's just been issued
a yellow card.
Derek Krebsbach has just been issued a yellow.
So the discussion, did he go down to talk to the AR?
He must have been down. Yeah, I think that's what was going on as he was down talking to the AR. And now he wants a explanation about something. As you see him and Kane Eagle, who are 20-0-1 this year. Seems to be a very subdued conversation. May not have been that way before they got on camera because Krebsbach did something to get the yellow. Still not exactly happy with the explanation he got. Weaving through right now. Olsen pushes one ahead. Now Denver's got the ball back. They feed it through. Nice touch through the middle. This time to Shepard. Shepard taken out of there once again. Good defense by Klenk. Klenk weaves through. Hudson's had not many offensive opportunities here in the last few minutes, but they sneak one through, trying to get it to Davis. Down in the corner, out of bounds. No, it's not. It stays in. Is running it down over on the far side is Gerke. Pretty safe to say the next goal wins it here with 3.5 minutes to play. 1-1 Hudson and Denver. Denver won both regular season meetings. As going over to pick it up is Series as she waves everybody off.
Yeah, I see the game starting to take a toll on all these players. You see Amelia Klink just made a long run. Bent over and trying to get some breath back.
Ball sent out of bounds up into the stands. And Hudson will keep it. Hudson pressing right now. They stay on the attack. Charging down to get it, and that's going to be another throw-in for Hudson. See if they elect. They do. They send over Mullihan to go throw it in here. It's a little harder into this wind. Sends it towards the middle. Sneaks through. Gerke towards the goal and up over the top for Gerke. Kira Gerke scored her 12th goal of the season as the equalizer about 5 minutes into this second half. Trunk comes away with it. As then a strong foot there from Mullert. Mullert towards the middle. Mullert tries to slide it ahead, but right there to get it was Stickford. Stickford looks ahead. This is where they want to get it to. Davis in the open field. 2 minutes to go. Davis up the left side.
Trunk's going to be looking on that back corner.
She's got Euban towards the middle as Davis loses her footing momentarily. What a move, sends it towards the goal and knocked out of there right away. Good defense there on the backside. Now Denver trying to flip the field. Good job,
nice
good
play
hustle.
There. Junker comes up from behind and just gets enough of a touch on that one to knock it down, and then a turnover right back over to Denver as they take it down the field.
Yeah, they left it short for Gerke. Gerke pushing it down the field. Minute and a half to go. Back to the middle, shot taken, and over the top of everything there as Shepard tried to drop it in behind the goalkeeper, Series.
Series definitely nervous about that one, though, trying to cover as much ground as she could. Thought that it was going to be a little bit closer to being on frame.
Not taking anything for granted at this stage of the game. 60 seconds to go between these North Iowa Cedar League foes here in the state semifinals. Shepard centers that one. Tried to connect with Gerke cutting across the middle. Harberts looks ahead, taken away. Hudson with one last chance for an attack here as they work their way down the field. A lot of contact, and Hudson will get the free kick. Ball to Viezo. Seems to find contact wherever she is out there for the Pirates.
Klink will be stepping up to take this free kick. Puts it into play.
Low liner tries to connect with ball to Viezo. It skips over top of everybody. If that gets through, look out for Hudson. And it does momentarily. Pirates. This is Euban. Leaves it as they send it towards the middle. Davis right in front of the goal is Davis. She tries to wheel around, draws a lot of attention. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and we're going to go to overtime. Too late there as they're not going to get it in, and we're going to head to overtime here. We'll take a quick break as these teams will come over and talk to their coaches. Extra soccer here at the state tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll be back with another 10 minutes here after this on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Different people have different needs, so Delta Dental of Iowa has affordable dental and vision coverage that meets you where you are. Small business on a budget? We have options with no employer costs. Traditional Medicare plans don't cover dental, but we do. And if you can't get benefits at work, you can buy direct from us. Plus, we give back to local communities, so you help make an impact. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, for your community.
Hey Randy, I was going to try and change up your graphics for your next game. Have they been updated yet? Don't worry about it. No, you're not, man. We're going into overtime. Next game is it's minimum 20. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Not like the other day where they got everybody out to go.
Denver won the toss in overtime. They have elected to take the wind. As you mentioned, Austin Oliver, the last 30 seconds of that regulation could have gone either direction.
Yeah, it's a crazy little series of plays going up and down the field. Pressure by both teams in the last few minutes there, and this is going to be a great overtime. So let's talk about overtime a little bit.
Yeah, so 10 minutes, correct. 10 minutes, and if no one scores, we get take another 2-minute break, and we'll play another 10 minutes before penalty kicks. But you can win it at any point in overtime.
Any goal scores, it is over. Still a 1-0 lead over on the Assumption-Heelan battle.
Is waiting for the clock to wind down here to give us our official time between coin toss and play. Let everybody recover a little bit. Sure, at this stage of the season, everybody's in shape, though. They're ready to go. It has heated up a little bit here throughout the day, but still just a gorgeous day in Ames. So the team's on the same sides as they had before. For Denver right now, Shepard sends one ahead. Mullert, and knocked back out of there by Hudson. Tries to sneak one through, and a big kick taken on the backside by Clank. Junker runs her way through. No foul called. Yes, they are going to let it come back. The official was digging for his whistle right away as it took a quick second to process what he had just seen. Good bit of officiating, though. So this morning, we've had some great officials out here. Great communication with the coaches. With us, they've let us know everything as well that they've seen. Ball sent through. Picked out of the air. Olsen going to send one ahead. Now here's an opportunity for Hudson in the open field. It's Davis in a foot race with Akers. Davis clears some space. Over on the left side, Davis towards the far post, just a little bit wide. She played that exactly correct and just put it a little bit wide of things.
But once again, taking on two defenders with ease there and still got a shot on goal.
Just missed.
See what kind of confidence that could give the Pirates as most of the offense has gone the way of the Cyclones here in the second half and early here in the overtime.
Ball lobbed up in the air. And running things down, Hudson's going to take possession. Junker makes the first defender miss. Junker at a foot race, and look at that speed from Anna Mullert to go track it down. Denver will get the ball back. Free kick here for the Cyclones. Thurm sends that one towards the middle. Off the hop. Slides one ahead. Good touch through there to Shepard. Shepard wheels around down to the corner, and Olsen comes through and knocks it away. They're trying right now. You can tell they're trying to connect down on that corner and get it in there to Gerke.
Well, that's where they scored their goal, so I think they're trying to recreate that opportunity that they had on that back post on the far side. Nice move by Trunk. Gives her some open space.
Yeah, Trunk goes towards the middle. She's still got open space, shoots towards the goal, and it's on the side. Just a little bit off target. Man, Hudson finding themselves some open opportunities here in the first overtime. If they can knock one in, they come away with the upset. Trunk, Davis. She might just create some space for herself. There she does. It works out to the edge. Sends one down to the corner to Trunk, and it's out of bounds. Denver now back on the attack. Try to send one up the middle. It kind of sneaks through the first wave, but Hudson quickly sends it ahead to Euban. Euban tries to get through to Willen, but Gerke was right there to knock it back. Strong foot there from Euban. Sending one through and nobody home for the Pirates as that's going to roll all the way down and just off the edge of the pitch for a goal kick. Long kick sent through all the way up over top. As here in the middle, this is Davis once again, a one-on-one initially, but she's got 5 Cyclones around her. Davis wheels back in, tries to send it towards the goal, and it's bumped out of there by Thurm. Davis right in the middle, though, gets another touch. She's got more touches here in overtime in the last minute or so of regulation, and we saw to her than I think the entire second half. Euban. Conditioning definitely going to come into play. These teams didn't play overtime during the regular season. Games ended in ties this year. So this will be the longest game. Well, I take that back as Wallard and Denver played overtime to get here. This time Gerke, though, up the far side. Sends one through to Shepard. Gerke again, and Olsen knocks it away.
And amazingly, between the two teams, they only had 1 tie on the whole season to begin with that. And that was right before the regional tournament that the Cyclones tied up with Nevada. That was down here at the state tournament yesterday.
Sliding through, ball lobbed towards the Denver goal. Stickford gets it ahead to Euban. Euban back towards the middle. And they try to leave it ahead there for Euban, but it's run down and knocked out by Akers. A lot of tired legs out there right now. Stickford actually gets redirected. Worked out in the benefit of Hudson as it got redirected off of Euban. Davis now slides one ahead to Euban. Euban in a foot race, and good hustle there out of Elena Akers to knock it away. Over halfway through this first overtime. Long throw in, Davis. Wheels around, sends it towards the goal. Tried to get on the crosser, and in the goal, there's going to be a penalty on
Trunk on the far
Hudson.
side.
Yeah, it was Trunk coming in. Definitely initiated the contact.
It's got there a little bit late.
A lot of fans on their feet in the bleachers across the way here at the Lead Recreational Complex. Fans starting to fill in for our second game here as well. Sure, a lot of the ladies know each other as Waverly Shell Rock will be in action. They're right in between Denver and Hudson. Ball through. Denver's definitely played a lot more bodies. We'll see if that pays off for them as this game goes on. 1-1 still our score. Hudson went into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead. Down on the ground, and they're going to play through right now as Denver playing a man ahead. Gerke connects in the middle. Shepard wheels around, sends it towards the goal, and it's left of target. Two and a half minutes to play, Austin Oliver.
It's gone by quick. It's a fast 10 minutes.
Ball gets over the head of Gerke, and now Trunk. They're going to play 2-on-5, 2-on-6 now. And the ball's out too far in front of Davis. Just trying to create some open space for Taylor Davis on the offensive end. Trunk's got 18 goals on the season of her own, but concerted effort to get the ball to Davis right now. Ball sent ahead, Denver. Shepard couldn't quite get it through. She was trying to connect with Mullard here on the far side. Now coming up is Hudson. Junker tries to get one ahead and can't do it as she tried to connect with Euban, but a throw in for Hudson. 95 seconds to play.
I mean, Hudson's got to feel pretty good coming into this, going against the wind, right? Against the wind, right, in this situation with the choice by Denver. And I think it's been more geared towards the Hudson side of the field for most of this this overtime.
Yeah, Hudson's definitely had more opportunities. Back to the middle. Ooh, Valdivieso sneaks in. Keeps the ball on the Hudson end. It's out of bounds. Another throw in for the Pirates.
Davis with a touch there in the corner.
Going to try to set things up, and that's a throw in. Okay, it stayed on the field side of the flag. Ball stays down on the Hudson side. Davis comes through, pushes one in, and that's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that will be a corner kick. Now with a minute to go, Channel corner kick. Lining things up is Taylor Junker.
Everybody's in the box except for one Hudson defender.
Junker lobs it through off the head of a Denver defender. It's out of there. And coming to run it down is Stickford. Stickford makes a nice move. Pushes it down through Stickford. Centers it. Can't quite sneak it through. Drills are official. And then now Willen sends one towards the goal, and it is just over top of the arms of Murch. Hudson keeping the pressure on. Ball sent back in again. Denver trying to flip the field, but it's been all Pirates in this overtime. They just haven't been able to get one into the goal. And that's going to do it. Whew. Time to catch our breath. We'll take a break, too, and be back with a second overtime waiting on the golden goal. After this, state semifinals presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
Welcome back to Ames, Iowa. Double overtime now between Hudson and Denver in this Class 1A semifinal. Hoping the voices hold out to get through this one as well, as Denver definitely had a lot more shots on goal in that overtime period, that first overtime period, and one goal will win it here in these next 10 minutes. If not, we go to a shootout. Denver in the maroon has possession here to start the half, but it was certainly Hudson putting the pressure on the Cyclones through the first overtime. Slide it through to Shepard. Shepard connects over here to Gerke, and it's out of bounds, and Hudson will get the ball back. A little sloppy on the passes here from Denver as this game is worn on. Trunk battles through, and somehow it comes out to Trunk as she goes down. No foul called. Actually, that will go back to Denver. Trunk was the one that slipped. I think she grabbed onto the Denver player as she was heading down towards the ground.
Assumption Hempstead just finished up 1-0 in favor of the Knights, so they'll be on to the championship against the winner of this game.
Denver taking the kick towards the middle. Slide it through to Shepard. Gerke now comes out of there, and Olsen knocks it away. Now up the side is Willand. Pushes that one way ahead, keeps it inbounds. And back there for Denver, patrolling the back side of things, is Thurm. Back to the middle for the Cyclones right now. Trying to set up some offense, looking for some goals, or at least some shots, is Mullahan. Now back to Shepard. Shepard, the freshman midfielder, has 16 goals on the season. The number one team in Class 1A. No pressure coming up for Hudson, and Denver nearly sliced through that one until Stickford got tired of watching things happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to please direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medals, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the
Nearly 2 minutes gone in the second overtime.
Presenting awards today from the IGHSAU.
Ball sent ahead is immediately Mullahan didn't realize that the ball was right in front of her as it ricocheted off her back. Undercut here, Trunk. Yeah, nice stop and go move. Trunk works her way back to the middle, tries to get one ahead to Davis, and it's plucked out of there once again by Thurm. Willand. You almost wonder if someone else from Hudson is going to be able to connect on one of these goals. So much attention given to Trunk and Davis as they send one to Trunk. The run on the far side and knocked out of bounds. And
going to be a corner.
That is a corner kick. Set piece coming as Willand going to try to get under this one. And clock's going to stop here. I'm not sure if we have an injury. Yeah, it looks like grabbing her back momentarily. There was McEwen. That will actually be a throw-in, it looks like.
Is a throw-in?
Yeah, it's a throw-in. They're just inside the flag. But looking for a big one here is Willand. Actually, she ends up leaving it short to Trunk. Willand, they basically set it up like a corner kick with a little back and forth. Ball sent up over the top. Willand takes it away, sends it back, and then taken out of there for Denver by Snyder. Snyder on the run, tries to make a move past Olsen. Snyder showing off the wheels, turns the corner. Still has the ball, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that will be a goal kick for the Pirates. Ball gets knocked ahead, and coming out of there with it's Gerke. She's been dangerous with the ball. Gerke slides one through to Shepard. Shepard sends it towards the goal, and it's in! Shepard from 20 yards away knocks it in, and Denver with a golden goal is on to the state championship game.
Just a chip shot from distance there. It was just in the exact right spot. Series wasn't able to get a hand on that ball, and Denver moves on.
She dropped it in from just outside the 18-foot line and knocks it in.
Welcome to the state championships as a freshman.
Addie Shepard with a play of the tournament so far. Drops that one in the bucket. And Denver takes out Hudson for the third time this season. This was definitely the hardest one for him to do. What a win for Coach Derek Krebsbach's team. Hudson actually controlled most of the overtime until Shepard got that ball.
A lot of emotion on both sides here as they go through the congratulatory line.
From just over 20 yards out. And just nothing really that series was able to do about that one. Over top of her arms. There's just a little space up there that you can put that ball in. And Shepard did it. As these teams, ladies know each other very well, coaching staffs know each other very well. Let's go to our public address announcer for the awards presentation.
Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Aaron Willick and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Ashton Smiley and the Pirates, Bill Hudson, on the outstanding 2025 soccer season. Denver fans, direct your attention to this middle of the field. Alyssa Hubbard will advance your team to the championship match.
There you see Alyssa Harberts advancing her Denver Cyclones to Saturday's championship match. They will play Assumption at 11:30 right back here on field number 1 at the Cyclone Sports Complex. Actually, that'll be
over on this field. Won't it want to be
that
on the
actually,
main
no,
field?
Cyclone Sports Complex, so that'll be over on the main field where they play soccer at here in town. So where the Iowa State Cyclones play soccer. So that'll be a great setup for the championship match. Denver back in the title game. As there's a bunch of happy Cyclones over on the far side. Austin Oliver, your closing thoughts.
Well played game on both sides. Cyclones just did enough there at the end to put that ball into the net, and both teams should come out of here feeling pretty good about themselves, and the Cyclones will take this momentum into Saturday to see if they can win a championship.
A half hour until our next game. Until then, we're going to take a little break and be back with you. On behalf of our color analyst, Austin Oliver, I'm Andy Pollack. And all of us here at Ames, thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2025 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by MidAmerican Energy.